related about the class, we might start our learning. Jadi kalau misalnya nggak ada pertanyaan, teman-teman langsung mulai aja ya, teman-teman ya. Please don't be shocked. Jadi sebenarnya topik kita hari ini agak sedikit berat. So it's quite hard. Our topic today is quite hard. It's something that most of English student hate the most. So, karena ini nggak ada rumus khususnya, it's not like we studied a tenses. Jadi nggak seperti kita belajar tenses, teman-teman. Kita punya rumusnya. Kita punya aturan jelasnya juga. But for this one, yeah, it's kind of tough because nggak sedikit berat juga karena it requires our memory, everyone. Jadi, emang butuh memori ya, teman-teman. Butuh bener-bener diingat sama a lot of practice, I guess. Okay, we start with this one. Hah, saya juga pas dulu. The first time I studied this one is kind of stressful, everyone. But okay, let's give it a shot. Kita mulai ya, teman-teman. Once again, welcome to intermediate level. Jadi di kelas ini, I just want you. It's a request, everyone. Please make yourself as comfortable as you can. Jadi silahkan dibuat senyaman mungkin ya, teman-teman ya. Why? Because it would be tough. This level would be more tough than the previous one. Jadi level ini mungkin akan sedikit lebih apa ya istilahnya? Sedikit lebih berat ya, teman-teman, because jadi nanti kita belajar grammar yang diseling-seling. If today we learn grammar, the next day we will have a discussion. And then the next day we will have a grammar again. And then next day we will have a discussion again. So please be prepared. If you don't believe me, you can also check that in our module. Jadi bisa dicek juga teman-teman di modul. Oke. And then we have salah judul ya ini ya teman-teman ya. It's like the wrong it's the wrong title. Jadi ini bukan adjective ending with ed and ing. But today we are going to learn, I mean. Oh my God, I'm so nervous to meet everyone here for the first time. Hari ini kita belajar adjective preposition. What does it mean by adjective preposition? Mungkin kita analisis dulu ya, teman-teman ya. Halo teman-teman yang baru datang, selamat bergabung. Okay, once again, my name is Afi. Just call me Afi, everyone. Nah, di sini kita punya adjective. Nah, kita punya preposition juga. Maybe you already learn about this one. Jadi kita punya adjective. What is adjective? Ada yang tahu nggak kira-kira what is adjective? Mungkin like Sisko Maria mungkin. Do you know what is adjective?
Kata sifat bukan, Miss?
Kata sifat? Ya, benar. So, when we should use adjective? Jangan di-mute dulu dong.
Apa,
Itu
Miss?
dipakainya gimana ya? How to use adjective? Masih ingat nggak? How to use adjective? Gimana cara kita pakai adjective? Let's
Kata sifat
say,
dibarengi kata objek kali ya?
misal,
Verb.
misal ini saya punya kata beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective. How to use beautiful? Gimana cara pakai kata beautiful dalam kalimat gitu?
Oh, she is beautiful.
She's beautiful. Ada yang lain lagi nggak? Selain she is beautiful.
Apa ya? Bingung nih.
Oh, oke.
Bingung.
Bingung. Mungkin masih grogi ya.
Grogi.
Ya, karena baru pertama. It's okay. Nah, thank you anyway. Dipanggilnya siapa nih?
Miss Komaria.
Oke. Thank you, sis. Nah, ini aja ada adjective. Jadi bener nih, contohnya udah bener ya, teman-teman ya. Nah, what is adjective? Adjective itu kata sifat. Good. What is kata sifat? What's the function of kata sifat? Ini dipakai untuk describing a noun, mendeskripsikan kata benda. Nah, contohnya kita punya kata Beautiful. Nah, ini benar teman-teman. Contohnya she is beautiful. So, when we want to use adjective, we have to use after verb. Jadi adjective itu harus dipakai setelah verb atau before noun. Before noun, everyone. Sebelum kata benda. Contohnya misal, beautiful glasses. Beautiful glasses. Beautiful girl. Handsome guy. Handsome guy. And then, what is it? Nah, a lot of example ya, teman-teman ya. Dan banyak contoh yang lain. Old. Ya, ada old juga. Old women. Bisa juga is MR adjective. Ya, bisa is MR adjective or was were adjective. Atau nggak pakai is MR, pakai verb yang lain juga boleh. Oke, and then the next one is preposition. Ada yang tahu nggak nih? What is preposition? Maybe let's start with Jane. Delphi, how do I supposed to call you? Ini dipanggilnya siapa nih?
Jane.
Oh, oke,
Hey, Jane, just
Jane.
call me
Nah,
Jane. Yeah.
nah, Bro Jane, what do you think about preposition? What is
Preposition,
preposition? Yes.
uh,
What is preposition?
auxiliary verb.
Auxiliary verb? Mm,
Kata
are you
bantu.
sure? What is auxiliary verb?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Oke, auxiliary verb ini to
Preposition,
be ya
oh
teman-teman ya.
yeah, preposition, I say in Indonesia saja ya.
Ya, boleh. It's okay.
Preposition, keterangan, memberikan keterangan tempat atau arah atau apa lagi ya.
Ya, exactly.
Okay.
How to use preposition?
Like above,
Ya,
on
boleh.
table, ya.
Oke. Nah,
Side.
preposition. Oke. Anything else you want to say? Ada yang mau diucapkan lagi mungkin? Or just it? Oke, nah, thank you, Bro Jen. Nah, tadi ada adjective udah ya. Adjective kata sifat digunakan untuk mendeskripsikan benda. Nah, kalau preposition is like group of words. Jadi kumpulan satu kata. Ini biasanya dipakai sebelum before noun. Digunakan sebelum kata benda atau pronoun teman-teman, kata ganti benda. Ayu, Dewi, she, he, it ya teman-teman ya. Or phrase. Nah, fungsinya itu banyak. Nah, fungsinya digunakan untuk menunjukkan arah, direction. Digunakan untuk menunjukkan arah, menunjukkan tempat. Oke, like relationship between something. Relationship between something and also location and so on, everyone. Makanya kita punya banyak preposition. We have like a lot of types of preposition. Ada misal tadi contohnya above. Above, ini preposition of place. Nah, ini adalah preposition of place. Preposition yang kita pakai untuk menunjukkan tempat. Nah, and today we are going to learn about adjective preposition. Loh, kok bisa ini ada adjective sama preposition bareng-bareng? Okay, so maybe let's start with this one. Oh, wah. Oke, banyak sekali nih. Ada someone give us like a clear explanation. Oke, and then we have a pretest, teman-teman. Di sini ada pretestnya. Kira-kira ada yang bisa jawab nggak nih, teman-teman? I'm really proud. What kind of preposition should we use in this case? Maybe sis Evita. I'm really proud. Kira-kira kita harus pakai preposition apa ya? Duh, sis Evita, can you unmute it? I'm proud of.
really proud of you.
Okay, I'm proud of you. Okay, good. Oke, dijawab lewat chat aja ya. I'm proud of you. And then she's responsible. She's responsible. Kira-kira what kind of pronunciation should we use in this one? For. Oke, kalau ini he's allergic. He's allergic. Allergic with, allergic to. Oke. Disimpan jawabannya ya, teman-teman ya. And then the next one. What about this one? Interested. They are interested our project. What do you think the answer would be? Nah, nanti sambil dijawab ya, teman-teman ya. Sambil dijawab terus disimpan lagi ininya. Interested about. Oke, ada yang interested in juga. Ada yang interested on loh jawabannya. A, B, C dijawab semua ini. And then addicted. Addicted. Nah, kira-kira kalau misal I'm addicted that new series on Channel 4. I'm addicted with. I'm addicted to. Okay, and then the next one. Sugar is bad. Your teeth. Sugar is bad. Your teeth. Kira-kira yang mana nih, teman-teman? What do you think the answer would be? 4. Oke, ini kalau yang ini hampir semua ini ya, teman-teman ya. And then the next one. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. What do you think the answer would be? Okay. And then done everyone. Jadi disimpan dulu ya teman-teman ya. So we have that's what we call as adjective preposition. Ini yang kita sebut dengan adjective preposition. What is adjective preposition? Jadi sebenarnya apa sih adjective preposition? We don't have like a specific formula in this lesson. Jadi nggak ada formula spesifik kayak kita belajar past tense ya teman-teman ya. But as we know, we have some adjective that should goes with certain preposition. Jadi kita punya beberapa kata adjective yang memang harus dipasangkan dengan preposition tertentu, teman-teman. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have like a formula, everyone, so that's why this topic would be like the stressing topic for most of English students. Jadi kalau misal kalian pusing sama teman-teman, when the first time I learned this one, it also a little bit confusing, but yeah, you can do this one through a lot of practice. Jadi saya juga awalnya pusing juga ya teman-teman belajar ini. Like almost every single English student hates preposition because it's a lot. So don't worry everyone. It's something that you can master in a whole night. Jadi bukan sesuatu yang memang bisa kalian kuasai dalam waktu 1 jam, teman-teman. So it requires a lot of practice. Jadi jangan insecure ya, teman-teman. Aduh, ini kok susah ya, intermediate 3. Ini lanjutannya gimana? It's okay, everyone. Let's learn little by a little. Nanti sambil belajar ini, nanti sambil diaplikasikan ke dalam conversation di 20 meeting ke depan. Oke. Nah, yang pertama kita punya add preposition. We use add preposition. Nah, when we talk about skills and abilities. Jadi kalau misalnya kita ngomongin tentang skill, ngomongin tentang apa sih yang kita bisa, apa yang kita nggak bisa, teman-teman. we must have this kind of adjective. Jadi kalau misal kita mau ngomongin sesuatu yang kita jago atau kita nggak jago, kita suka, oh nggak kita suka, I mean like kita bisa sama kita nggak bisa, so you must use this kind of adjective. Nah, when you use this kind of adjective, you have to follow it with the preposition at. Nah, when it happens only when you talk about skill and abilities. Kemampuan ya teman-teman ya. Jadi misal contohnya, if I want to say, oh aku jago nih main basket. Nah, you must say like I am good or I am brilliant. I am brilliant. I am amazing. Nah, remember you have to follow all of this adjective that describe your skill using at. Nah, the common mistake would be with in. Biasanya kesalahan umumnya adalah kalau misalnya kita ngomongin tentang skill, kita pakainya in. I'm good in writing a story. But actually when we use adjective that describe the skill, we have to follow it with at. Jadi misal semua adjective yang digunakan untuk mendeskripsikan skill kita atau kemampuan kita, nanti pasangannya adalah at, teman-teman. So, like the preposition that should be married with the adjective that describe about skill and ability should be at. Harusnya at ya, teman-teman ya. But what if I make a mistake during speaking? Jadi gimana kalau misal saya bikin salah pas ngomong gitu, teman-teman. Ya, it depends on the partner. If your partner is understand what you are talking about, biasanya it's okay, teman-teman. Or even if you speak with the native, they might correct you. Mungkin mereka bakal mengkoreksi, teman-teman. So it's okay. Don't worry so much about this one. Jadi jangan terlalu dipikirkan ya. Bukan jangan terlalu dipikirkan, tapi maybe like just take it easy. Jadi santai aja, teman-teman. Maybe you can like just practice it because you already know how to use it. Nah, nanti sambil di-practice ya, teman-teman ya. Karena biasanya di level 3 right after we studied this one, like a lot of people would be very ini terlalu susah, teman-teman. Yeah, but once again, everyone, this kind of materials, it's not something that we can master in 1 hour. Jadi you don't need to worry about the upcoming session. Jadi nggak usah worry dengan sesi-sesi selanjutnya, teman-teman. Ya, kita akan belajar lebih banyak grammar, but actually kita bisa sambil praktis ini juga, teman-teman. Ya, please don't be what is it? Not insecure. Mungkin don't get like too much anxiety after you have this kind of lesson. Nah, ini ya, teman-teman, for skill and abilities, we have preposition at. Nah, terus di sini ada about. Maybe it's related about feeling. Jadi feeling ya, teman-teman ya. If it's about feeling, we actually can use more than one preposition. Jadi kalau misal tentang feeling, we actually can use more than preposition. For example, like happy. Oh, kegedeannya ini. Wait a moment. We use happy. And then we have angry maybe. And we also have annoyed. We also have annoyed. We also have bored. We also have pleased. Senang ya, teman-teman ya. Nah, when you talk about feeling, when there is an adjective that talk about feeling and emotion, we have a few preposition, everyone. Kita punya beberapa preposition ya, teman-teman ya. Tadi kalau di presentation, in presentation we have about. Yeah, most of them can use about. Jadi semua ini bisa pakai about, teman-teman. I'm happy about We can use about. I'm angry about. I'm annoyed about. I'm bored about. Or I'm pleased. It should be pleased tapi bisa dihapus. Okay. About. Nah, you can use about, but you can also use with. Tapi kalian juga bisa pakai with ya, teman-teman ya. I'm happy with the news. I'm happy about the news. I'm happy with the news that you have shared me. Bisa juga pakai with. Angry is same. You can also use with in angry. With angry. I'm angry with you. I'm angry with all the people in this school. Oke, atau selain with, kalian juga bisa pakai at. You can also use at when you use angry, everyone. Jadi ya, it's a little bit confusing when it comes to feeling, everyone. Not confusing, maybe a lot of things that you need to memorize. Jadi bukan membingungkan, tapi banyak hal yang harus kalian hafalkan mungkin ya, teman-teman ya. Not confusing. Just keep in mind, English is fun, everyone. Nah, and then we have annoyed. Annoyed juga sama, teman-teman. You can also use annoyed with. Bisa juga pakai with. Atau pakai at. I'm annoyed at the fact. I'm annoyed at the fact that you like him or you like her better than you like me, for example. Oke, kalau bored, instead of about, maybe you can use of. Biasanya pakainya of. I'm bored of the state being unemployed, misal. Bosan dengan kondisi di mana harus nganggur gitu ya, teman-teman ya. You can use of, actually. And then I'm pleased about or I'm pleased with, or you can also using for. I'm pleased for you. Aku bahagia untukmu. Please ya teman-teman ya. Ini saya let me correct the pronunciation. Please. Jadi harusnya pertemuan pertama kita mulai dari yang senang-senang dulu ya teman-teman. Like topic to discuss maybe. Ya, please. Oke, thank you for correcting Sis Evita. Nah, ini sebenarnya ini is not like suitable to talk in first meeting. Tapi nggak apa-apa, teman-teman. It's okay. Tomorrow we will come with interesting topic to discuss. Besok diskusi ya, teman-teman. Reading and discussion maybe. Nah, and then the next one. That's all about feeling. Do you have any question, everyone? Ada pertanyaan nggak nih, teman-teman, tentang feeling? If no question, then we move to off. Ada juga off ya, teman-teman ya. Nah, okay. So, as I said previously, everyone, jadi when we talk about feeling, we have like few preposition that we might use together with the certain adjective. Yang tadi ada. What's the difference between preposition about and of? No difference. Kalau diartikan mungkin nggak ada bedanya ya teman-teman ya. There is no difference. Ini cuma how to say cocok-cocokan aja bro. Bukan cocok-cocokan. Sebenarnya ini is like a theory. In English they already make maybe it's like what is it called? Perjodohan mungkin ya teman-teman ya. Jadi kalau diibaratkan mungkin ini perjodohan. Jadi mana yang lebih serasi? It's something like that. That's why it would be quite confusing. Jadi makanya ini biasanya bakal sedikit lebih, bukan sedikit, for most of a student, mungkin kebanyakan student, this kind of material would be very confusing. Why it's confusing? Kenapa ini confusing? Because we actually don't see the differences. Kita nggak ada perbedaan antara off, on, at, and so on. but it just goes as like a natural, what is it? Natural couple. Jadi ini istilahnya kayak natural couple-nya aja. Sebenarnya semuanya kalau dibilang bedanya apa, semua nggak ada bedanya. Or it might not be translated in Indonesian. Atau mungkin nggak akan ditranslate juga dalam bahasa Indonesia. Tapi kayak pasangannya mungkin ya teman-teman ya. Yes, it's like matchmaking. Hampir seperti itu. That's why that's why biasa ya kalau di intermediate teman-teman, it's like it will give like people anxiety about this one. Bukan pusing sebenarnya, tapi kayak a lot of things that you need to remember. Oke, I hope it answer your question. Terus yang kedua, ini bisa pakai off ya teman-teman ya tadi ya. Terus kita punya like the common expression that we usually use with off. Di sini ada afraid of, expressing your feeling. I'm frightened of. I'm scared of. And I'm proud of everyone. Tadi afraid juga bisa using with, it's okay. Or using about, I'm afraid about the news. I'm afraid of the news, it's same. I'm frightened of the news. I'm frightened with the news. I'm scared with, I'm scared with using the equipment to play a flying fox, for example. Bisa juga pakai with, bisa juga pakai of. The common one would be using of. Oke, atau bisa pakai at juga teman-teman. With scared, you can also use at. Okay, and yeah, I think that's all. And then the next one, we would be to everyone. We move to to. Jadi di sini we have like some adjective that should goes with to. Jadi kita punya beberapa adjective yang harus pakai to juga teman-teman. But let me add some more. Yang biasa ya teman-teman ya. You can also use dedicated. Dedicated, di sini ada allergic to, similar to, or maybe it's like sensitive. I'm sensitive to the sun. I'm sensitive to the sun. It's similar to the old one. Nah, biasanya kalau misal kita pakai ini, when we use this kind of, when we want to show the connection between people or things and things, everyone. Jadi ini koneksi antara satu orang dengan benda atau bisa benda dengan benda juga, teman-teman. We used to, but it usually after to we need to follow this one with a noun only. Jadi setelah to ini biasanya karena ini koneksi teman-teman, koneksi orang dengan benda atau benda dengan benda. It usually after to we usually put a noun only. It's only a noun. Nah, di sini kita pakai untuk this one, connecting between people or things. Sama orang bisa dong. Nah, contoh yang pertama teman-teman, I'm married to the director. I'm married to this one. I'm married to Mark Lee, for example. Yeah, this is the connection between me and Mark Lee. I mean, nah ini bisa juga teman-teman. Or my cat addicted to. My cat addicted to Royal Canin, for example. This is like the connection between an animals to non-living things. I'm allergic to nuts. So the book is similar to the movie. Is connection between things and things. Okay, wait. Kalau orang sama orang, oh ya, is. What do you mean by is, bro? Adin. Okay, nah, done with the two, everyone. If you don't have any question, then we can just proceed to the next one. Okay. Oh yeah, the cat is. Oh sorry. Oh okay. And then the next one we have this one. Nah ini sebenarnya sama ya, connection juga ya teman-teman. Behavior is like connection between um people to people or people to non-living things or another living things. Everyone, they were really friendly to me. She was really friendly to my pet, for example. Was he nice to you? He is always polite to everyone and so on. Oh ya, ini too silent. Ini terlalu silent ya teman-teman ya. Maybe I'd like to ask like some of you to read this one biar ada suaranya mungkin. Ini masih ada yang sampai naik motor masih kelas loh teman-teman loh. So I do really appreciate it. And now maybe I'd like to start with Sis Ayu maybe. Sis Ayu, would you like to read this example?
Yes.
Yes.
Example of using preposition for, you mean?
Yes.
Um, okay. Starting for today, I'm responsible for quality division.
Oh, okay. You're responsible for quality division. And then, what is your town famous for?
Famous, ya.
Yes, terkenal dengan apa sih?
The town is famous for rainy city.
Okay. And then what's something that is good for you? What's something that you think it's good for you?
Healthy food is good. Healthy food is good for us.
Oh, okay. And then what
For
about
our
something
body.
that bad for us?
Okay. Too much sleepy
Too much
is bad
sleep.
for too
Sleep or
much
sleepy?
Yeah, too much sleep
Okay.
is bad for our brain.
Oh, too much sleep is bad for our brain. Okay, good. Thank you, Sis Ayu.
Okay, you are welcome.
Nah, so we got this one, everyone. Mungkin like good for, bad for, and responsible for is like what familiar, tapi ini famous. Famous karena biasanya we make a mistake by using famous with. Biasanya kesalahan umumnya adalah kita selalu pakai famous with. The city is famous with this one. But actually when we have the word famous, jadi kalau misal kita punya kata famous teman-teman, we need to use a preposition for. Jadi kita harus pakai for preposition. The town is famous for its cheese. He is famous for being a player, for example. Nah, that's all for the for everyone. Jadi kita punya kata yang pasangannya emang harus for. It's like connection ya teman-teman ya. Like what is it? Karena kalau good, if good and bad is related about skill, jadi kalau good and bad itu tentang skill, you have to use at. But this one is the effect maybe ya teman-teman ya. Let's call it as an effect. When you use good and bad to talk about effect, The preposition that you should use is for. Kalau skill tadi pakainya at ya teman-teman ya. I'm good at math. I'm good at English. And I am bad at math. It's skill. Kalau effect, exercise is good for your health. Stress is bad for you. Like we talk about effect, we use for. Nah, di sini ada famous and responsible. It's like the word that should be used with the for. Nah, makanya that's a lot of things that you need to remember everyone. Jadi ya sambil dibuka lagi ya modulnya ya teman-teman ya. And then we have this one. Maybe Bro Burhan, would you like to read this one? Preposition within. No answer. Ada nggak nih? Nggak ada. Okay, maybe sis Wulan, maybe. Would you like to read this example?
She's interested in the project.
Yeah, she's interested in the project. And then the next one.
They want someone who's experienced in design.
Okay, and then.
I didn't want to get involved in the argument.
Okay, so we get this one. It's in. Thank you, Sis Wulan, for reading this one. Wait a moment, I need to fix my headphone first. Wait a moment. Okay, sorry. So I just broke my headphone and sometimes like it fell down. Nah, and then the next one we have some words that should comes within. Jadi kita punya beberapa kata yang harus diikutiin teman-teman. So first like we have interested. You cannot say I'm interested with the project. Biasanya with ya teman-teman. The common mistake would be with. But when you use interested, it always come within. I'm interested in the project. It seems with experience. I look for the person who is experienced, not with or not about, but we should use in. It's same with involved, everyone. So this three should be used with in, everyone. Ini kayak pasangan aja teman-teman. Do we have other word that comes with in? Jadi kita punya kata lain yang datang dengan preposition in teman-teman for adjective. So far no everyone. So this three. It's only this three that should come with in. Jadi cuma 3 kata ini aja. Nah, and then that's all everyone. Jadi silakan dicek lagi ya teman-teman, because as I said before, not something that we can memorize in 1 hour. So that's why we need a lot of practice. Jadi nanti sambil kelas sambil praktis aja teman-teman. But maybe right after this one, if you don't have any question, let's move to this one. Baru aja ya teman-teman ya. So maybe I'd like to ask some of you, atau ada volunteer mungkin teman-teman. Is there any volunteer? Oke. Ada yang baru masuk juga nih. Giras, bro atau sis nih?
Bro,
Oh, bro, oke. Should I call you Giras? How do I supposed to address you?
Giras.
Oh, bro Giras. Okay. What do you think the right answer for this one?
She's interested in buying that flat.
Okay. She's interested in buying that, but we just talk about this one. Thank you, bro Giras. That's correct one. And then the next one. we have this Ayu. I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous. Sis Ayu?
Okay.
Nah,
Okay, yes.
kira-kira what
I'm
do you think about the right preposition?
I'm a bit nervous. Of
Of?
I'm a bit nervous of going somewhere so different.
I'm a bit nervous of. Why it is
Yeah.
of?
Sorry.
Why it is about?
No, I forgot. I have to read
Okay.
again.
Nervous. Let's found the word nervous. What do you think the nervous considered to? Nervous itu menggambarkan apa sih biasanya?
Feeling.
Feeling. Okay. We have this
Feeling.
one. Nah, kalau
Okay,
nervous
yeah, about. Yeah, that's correct.
about.
It's
Yes.
about. Yeah.
I'm a
I'm a
bit
bit
nervous
nervous
about
yeah.
going somewhere so different. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sis Ayu. And then the next one, we have Sis Angela. Similar. It's a connection between something. Nah, kira-kira pakainya apa nih? What do you think the right... Hello, Sis Angela. Have you said something already? Because we cannot hear your voice. Karena nggak
Yes.
kedengeran. Oh, okay.
Mm.
Nah, what about the right preposition for this one? It's showing the connection between something.
Maybe at.
Connection. At is... Jadi commonly we use at for skill, describing about skill. Do you think similar is used to describing about skill? It's a connection between something. Jadi ini koneksi ya teman-teman ya. Connection between activity and previous activity and current activity. So similar everyone. We used to. Kalau connection pakainya to ya teman-teman ya. When we use adjective that related that describe the connection between something, people to people, things to things, animal to people, people to animal, we use to. So the activities would be similar to what we did last year. Okay, that's all. And then next, thank you, Sis Angela. Anyway, and then the next one. Ada yang mau, ini teman-teman, he wants to be involved. He wants to be involved. Making decision. Nah, what do you think the right preposition? Sis Lydia. Kira-kira prepositionnya apa nih, Sis Lydia?
He wants to be involved in making the decision.
Okay, good. He wants to be involved in making decision. Ya, ada 3 kata ya tadi ya, teman-teman ya. We have interested, involved, and also what else? Lupa juga kan teman-teman jadinya. Experience. Experience. And then the next one, we have angry, everyone. Nah, kira-kira what kind of preposition that we should use with angry? It's a feeling, expressing feeling. Kalau nggak ada, kita pilih aja deh, Bro Jane maybe. Bro Jane maybe. What do you think about the answer for this one?
He's
Because it's a
angry.
feeling.
He's angry
Yes.
of not being invited to the dinner.
Are you sure? It's off. Why it's off?
Yes.
Why it is off? Kira-kira kenapa ya? Off ya. It's a feeling.
Feeling, yes. Because it's a feeling.
Mm-mm. Most of feeling would be used about. Jadi kebanyakan feeling pakainya about ya teman-teman ya. Most of feeling would use about. Something that describing humans feeling
It's
or
feeling.
emotion mostly would use about. She's angry about not being invited to the dinner. Or you can also use at. Bisa juga pakai at teman-teman kalau belakangnya noun. For example, I'm angry at you. We can use this one tapi kalau belakangnya noun for most of the time we can also use about. We can use about when it comes to feeling and emotion. Oke, nah that's why karena nggak ada formulanya because we don't have like grammatical rules. That's why it becomes sounds complicated teman-teman, tapi sebenarnya enggak because ya karena
Yeah,
tadi
about
kata Siswulan is like matchmaking. Ini kayak matchmaking aja teman-teman. Maybe the problem is there's a lot of things that you need to memorize. Jadi cuma lebih banyak kata aja sih yang perlu kalian hafalkan nantinya. But actually you did good. Nah, nanti bisa sambil dibuka terus sambil di practice ya teman-teman in this discussion because we will have like a lot of discussion. Mungkin kita bakal punya banyak sekali discussion ya teman-teman ya. Nah, and I think that's all for today. Do you have any question before we close our class? Kira-kira ada pertanyaan nggak nih teman-teman sebelum kita close kelas kita? Nah, topik kita besok diskusi teman-teman. We're not going to learn about grammar. Kita nggak akan belajar grammar lagi teman-teman besok. Tapi besoknya masih ada lagi. Topik kita besok adalah International Workers Day. We're going to talk about very sensitive topic. It's like minimum wage. Bukan menyebutkan gaji ya teman-teman, but maybe like we're going to discuss some problem related about that. And if it's possible, besok kita mulai breakout room-nya. How to respond, where have you been? Where have you been? You can use past tense and you can use the same tenses as well. Where have you been? I just went to toilet. Kamu dari mana aja? I just went to toilet. I just bought a new clothes with my friends. Or I went to my friend's house. Bisa juga. You still confused. Yeah. Ini memang mungkin besok kita sambil ini juga ya teman-teman ya. Okay, so do you have any question related about our topic for today? Kira-kira ada pertanyaan nggak nih teman-teman terkait topik kita hari ini? Because it's already 9. Oh iya, karena there is no rules everyone. So actually karena nggak diartikan juga prepositionnya, so that's why it's going to be a little bit confusing. Makanya ini agak sedikit membingungkan teman-teman, karena kita nggak punya aturan jelasnya sebenarnya. Like for example, as I said before, kalian boleh teman-teman selama paham, as long as it doesn't use in like academic context, it's okay for you. Jadi tapi it's just like FYI for your information. Tapi sambil kita praktisin nanti ya teman-teman pas diskusi. Oke, but it's already 9. Kalau nggak ada pertanyaan teman-teman, let's call it a day. Jadi kita cukupkan sampai hari ini dulu. Kita ketemu lagi besok ya teman-teman. Please come back again tomorrow. We'll have like interesting discussion. Oke. Preposition sama conjunction, yeah, that's different. Kalau conjunction like connecting a sentence, word or a sentence. Nanti beda lagi. Ada beberapa kata yang bisa masuk conjunction, bisa masuk preposition juga. Oke, everyone, it's already 9. Let's call it a day. Kita ketemu lagi besok ya, teman-teman ya. Have a good rest, everyone. See you tomorrow. Udah nggak di mute loh, teman-teman.
See you,
It's not being
sis.
mute. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you, Miss.
Have a good
Thank you.
rest. My
Tomorrow, Min.
pleasure.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow, everyone.